Hi there, folks. Guess what we're going to do today? We're going to make what they call a 7-layer taco dip or 7-layer dip. You can serve it with Doritos. You can serve it with Frito chips, potato chips, whatever kind of chip you'd like to serve it with. First of all, I'm going to take 1 can of refried beans. I'm going to dump it right in that bowl right here. I'm going to put in I'll get me a pair of scissors to cut this open. Well, I didn't cut it low enough, I don't think. I didn't. Now, I am going to add 1 teaspoon, heaping teaspoon of taco, well, maybe a couple of teaspoons in there. I'll be generous. I'm also going to put a little bit of my cowboy candy relish, because that's jalapenos or it's hot peppers. I'm not going to put much because I don't want it too hot, because we're going to add some of this in there later too. Right now, we're just going to mix this all up. We just basically made our own bean dip by adding the taco seasoning and the jalapeno relish, cowboy candy. Now you can double this recipe if you've got a lot of people. I don't have a lot of people to serve this to this week, so I'm making half a recipe. Get this for taste. Maybe put just a little bit more. Got my taco seasoning in there, and I just made a mess. Now we're just gonna get my spatula, and we're gonna spread that on the bottom of our dish. And I've got a 9 by 9. I'm hoping that's gonna be big enough for half a recipe. If I was doing the whole recipe, I would use a 9 by 13 inch pan. But since I'm only doing a half, I think this is going to be plenty big enough. wash these out right quick because I'm going to use these again. Well, I'm almost out of view, aren't I? I'm just over here washing this bowl out. And washing my spatula because I've got to make my guacamole. And I just so happen to be going to make it in that bowl. Clean my spatula off. Now, I've got these avocados that I got to use. Or you know how avocados are. When you buy them, you got to use them. Because if you don't, they get too ripe and then they're not any good. They'll turn black on you. I hope they haven't turned black on me already. Whew, almost. They were starting to. Hopefully the other ones will look better than this one. Ooh, I don't know. This one is. They were getting too ripe. But I'm just going to get the green part that got ripe in the center. It'll be all right. Hopefully we'll get enough out of these avocados to do this. I didn't think they were going to get that ripe. I had them in the refrigerator. But I didn't think they were going to ripen that fast. Yeah, so don't keep your avocados around. Use them. Because if you don't use them, they will get too ripe on you. I think by scooping out the center, these will be all right. Hopefully. Hopefully your avocados won't be quite as done as these, I mean, ripe as these done. Know what I'm talking about saying they're done. But hopefully they won't be quite as ripe. I'm just going to take a fork and continue to mash them up a little bit. I got some shell in there, look like. We're going to put in some lemon juice. Hopefully that will keep it from turning black, any more black than it has to, too quick. I'm going to chop up 1 tomato. And these have already been washed, so let's see. Put it in my guacamole. These were hard when I first got them, so I was trying to let them ripen up, but they almost ripened up too much. Oops, went right in my beans. Again, I'm going to put a little bit of jalapeno in there in my guacamole, not much, because I don't want it too hot. A little bit more lemon juice. Now we're going to spread this right on our beans. If you don't like jalapenos, don't put jalapenos in there. That's all I can say. Or just put a lot less. Now we're going to put some sour cream. Got a piece of that jalapeno on my finger, and I know it's going to burn if I touch my face with it. I think I'll get a spoon to do this. We're going to spread about a cup of this sour cream. And it's kind of frozen on me. And I'm getting guacamole on my spoon. I'm not doing a very good job at spreading this. But I wanted to make a nice layer of this over the guacamole. I wanted it to be white, not green. Y'all could probably do a better job than I'm doing. Doesn't have to be perfect. And you know what? I've got such little in there left. I'm just going to go ahead and put the rest of it in there. Your measurements don't have to be exact, but I put about a cup of each or a little more. So we've got 3 layers in there right now. We've got our bean dip at the bottom. We got our guacamole next, and then we got our sour cream. And now I need to chop up this last onion. I mean, tomato, not onion. Lord have mercy me. Lord have mercy. I've already got my onions cut, but they're not big onions. They're, see how I can get into this. And this is a Mexican cheese blend. It's got Mexican style 4 cheese blend. So it's got like 4 cheeses in there. And I'm going to sprinkle that. Half a recipe is about a cup, but as you can see, I've already put probably more than a cup in there. I didn't really have to put that much, but I did. Now, I gotta wash my hands off. Get some of this stuff off my cutting board. Well, how's it looking, y'all? Now we're going to chop up another tomato. So let's see, we've got bean dip, we got avocado, we got sour cream, and cheese. That's 4. And this is going to be 5, the tomatoes. Just dice your tomatoes up. And you can put as many on there as you want or as little as you want. It doesn't matter. And I'm using Roma tomatoes for this. I think usually all the Mexican dishes, they do use Roma tomatoes. It's their choice of tomato. think one little Roma is going to be plenty for the garnishing on top and for the tomato layer. So that is bean layer 1, avocado 2, or guacamole. Then we've got sour cream, that's 3, cheese 4, tomatoes 5. And you can put more jalapenos on top. I may add just a couple, but like I said, I don't want it real hot. Spread some just around. And this is my cowboy candy. In usually the recipe you would put sliced jalapenos. I'd rather put my cowboy candy. Sticks to my fingers. Get that hot pepper juice off of my fingers. And our 7th layer is our chopped green onions. I did those earlier because I transplanted my onions because one of my videos I had planted them the right depth, but then I added that topsoil to it, or the garden soil, and that made my onions too deep. So I went out there and pulled them out, raised them up a little bit, and replanted them. So this is your 7th layer, your onions. Chopped green onions. Now I'm dropping them in the floor. I'm going to have to sweep my floor. A piece that didn't get cut up good. And it doesn't take many onions. Probably basically one green onion top will do it. And did I say this was a country kitchen? That's what it is, a country kitchen. Get some of this out of the way. I don't like to sample something when I got a mess. And I've got Dorito scoops, and I got Dorito Ranch. So it doesn't matter what kind of chips you use with this. You can use regular potato chips. You can use restaurant style corn chips. Any of that stuff would work great. And if you like added taco seasoning, you could have mixed up taco seasoning in with the sour cream as well before you put it in the dish. And I've got my dish a little bit messy. It's probably going to get more messy than what it is. But it makes a good presentation if you're having a dinner and want to serve some type of appetizer in the beginning. You can serve this. These little scoops work great. You can just kind of dip them down in there. Hopefully that one broke. And get a little bit of stuff, you know, from the bottom on your chip. That is good right there. I don't think I needed any more taco seasoning. But like I said, you can just buy one package of taco seasoning and you've got left enough to make something else with. I got like 3 tablespoons of taco seasoning left in here. But there you go. There you go. My 7-layer dip. Let's see if I can get y'all a scoop. All the way to the bottom so you can get some of that bean dip, avocado, sour cream, and all that good stuff on your chip. That's good right there, y'all. Make some. Try it. You'll love it. This is going to be my dinner. That's good. So with that, I'm going to see you on my next one. Try this dip. You'll love it.